class. In this video, we want to solve example 8. Determine whether the following integrals are convergent or divergent. Okay, we have 4 questions. Okay, let us see question number 1. So, integrate 0 to infinity e power of negative 2x. Okay, so now we want to solve. Okay, now we put the limit t approaches to infinity and then 0 to t e to negative 2x dx. So we integrate, we get e negative 2x divided by negative 2. Alright, from 0 to t. Okay, next we put the value. Okay, limit t approaches to infinity. So we have negative 1 over 2 e negative 2t minus e 0. So we get negative e negative 2t divided by 2 and then plus e power of 0 is 1. So 1 over 2. Okay, now we substitute the limit. So we substitute infinity, we get minus e negative 2 infinity divided by 2 plus 1 over 2. Okay, and then negative 1 over, so this one is 2. Okay, e negative infinity, so we have e infinity plus 1 over 2. Okay, and then we get 1 over e power of negative infinity is infinity plus over 2. So this one is 0 plus 1 over 2. So the answer is 1 over 2. We can say that this one is as is. So that the answer is convergent. Okay, now question number 2. Integrate from 0 to infinity x times e power of negative x. Okay, first of all, we put limit t approach to infinity from 0 to t x e negative x dx. Alright, then we can use integrate by parts. So let u equal to x, so du equal to dx. And then dv is equal to e negative x dx. So we get v equal to integrate e negative x, we get e negative x divided by negative 1. Okay, this one is negative e negative x. Okay, alright, so uv is x negative x e negative x and then minus, okay, v du negative e negative x dx. So negative x e negative x plus integrate e power of negative x dx. So the limit is from 0 to t. Okay, don't forget also to put the limit t approaches to infinity here. Okay, next we integrate for the second one. Okay, so negative x e negative x from 0 to t, we integrate, we will get e negative x divided by negative 1 from 0 to t. So we get limit t approach to infinity, negative x, e negative x, and then minus e negative x from 0 to t. Okay, next limit t approach to infinity, and then substitute the value 0 to t, you will get negative t a negative t, and then minus e negative t. And then substitute the value of 0, so you get minus negative 0
0 and then minus e power of 0. Okay, next limit t approach to infinity, negative t a negative t and then minus e negative t and then substitute the value of 0, so you get negative t a negative t and then minus e power of 0. And then substitute the value of 0, so you get minus negative 0 and then minus e power of 0. Okay,
Okay, next you simplify, you get negative t e negative t minus e negative t plus 1. Okay, next, limit t approach to infinity, you factorize, you get negative e negative t and then t plus 1. Okay, and then plus 1. And then last, you substitute t equal to infinity. You will get negative e, negative infinity, and then infinity plus 1 plus 1. And then equal to negative 1 over e infinity. And then infinity plus 1 is infinity. And then plus 1. Negative 0, infinity plus 1, and the last answer is 1. So the value is as is, so you can say that the answer is convergent.